Hello, I am Dr. Salman today from Scholar School System. Today I'm going to discuss project module and week 7. We will be going on discussing the literature review. What we are going to cover today: what is the literature review, why is it important, the purpose of the literature review, characteristics of the effective literature review, difference between good and poor literature review. So what literature review? And in our last session we have defined it, but what is not? A literature review is not simply a list of sources that you have studied, or it's not reading too many articles or papers and books about the topic, but a literature review is a surveys, scholarly articles, books and other sources relevant to a particular issue, area of research or theory, and by so providing a description, summary and critical evaluation of these works. So it's not reading book, it's not reading journal, it's not reading business magazine, it's not watching a movie, it's not watching a relevant video or something. It's all includes scanning, reading, understanding all relevant topics and summarizing them in a work. So it also a critical look at the previous studies that are important to the project that you are carrying out. So it is existing research related to your topic, whatever is that. And it also discusses published information in a particular subject area and sometimes information in a particular subject area within a certain time period. What does it mean? And some of the studies could be held in a specific time, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. Well, it could be updated with a new study as well. So some of the phenomena or the facts could be changing over time. So you will be recording in a period of time. It could be for that purpose. So what you need to do, first you need to give this answer. Why you need to read many paper studies and articles about your topic? And have you ever thought about your project or idea? Has anyone investigated this idea before? If this topic has been investigated before, what did they find? Or how did they find? What methodology has been used? So here, some of the benefits of having literature review. It helps you to identify the gap in the literature. Overall, if you are able to examine the right sources and the literature, you could be identifying the gap. What are the missing points in the studies have been held in the before? And also it will help you to the other scholars or the researchers in the field. They are creating the works in your topic. So you can cooperate, you can learn from them. So that's another benefit of the academic literature review. And also it will help you to identify major seminal works. You could develop proposal and also you could build up your research topic based on the literature discussion. And also it will help you identify main methodologies and research techniques. So by having research methodologies modules, you can learn several techniques. But in order to understand which methodologies are more popular or more convenient to your field or your topic, you could have a look at in the literature. It will give you a direction and guidance on choosing the right methodology for your research. Another thing is about identifying main ideas, conclusions, and theories, and establishing similarities and differences. So first, actually it's engaged with the identifying the gap in the literature. What are the differences? What are the similarities with your work? And you can combine all the other studies in a review. And it will provide a context of your own research. You will be designing your own research context by having the literature review. And also it will show you relationship between the previous studies or theories. Maybe you will be embedding your research context in a relevant theory by searching in the literature, and you will be finding out what information already exists in your field of research. Okay. Good. What is the characteristics of the effective literature review? It outlines important research trends. Who are the prominent people working on the new topics, or what are the hot topics in the field? Assessing the strengths and weaknesses of existing research, because you are trying to identify the gap. So first you will be listing the strengths, on the other side the weaknesses, and you need to establish a need for current and future research projects. First, the existing knowledge, on the other side, for the future aspect, what are the relevant things. So a good literature review is organized around a coherent set of questions. A poor literature review rambles from topic to topic without a clear focus. A good literature review includes the major landmark or classic study related to the questions guiding the study. A poor literature review omits landmark or classic studies or mixes them with trivial studies without making distinctions about quality or relevance. So it happens, and this is one of the things reflects the quality of your literature review. There are some basic and the works and in the literature. If you are working on, for instance, strategy, you need to find or you need to read Michael Porter's book, and also some of the journals, including the classic. And you can see that they are most cited and the works in the literature. A good literature review is interesting to read because it's clear, coherent, and systematic in its organization and presentation. So there is a flow of logic in the work we are going to see it. It's like reading a book, a novel, a story. You are not bored reading that article because the flow of the logic is presented very good. A poor literature review is boring or obtuse because of the overuse of jargon and pretentious language and the lack of organization. A good literature review has an accurate and up-to-date bibliography that adheres to recognized style guidelines. A poor literature review has inaccurate or missing references that are poorly formatted. Thank you very much.